Let's try and keep the radio noise down.
Go ahead and start it up.
Starting.
Back it up.
Good
drive.
Action.
Hey.
What's the deal with Lucy?
What are you, hot for her?
No.
The one, I mean the strap. Like go like this. Now pull up the bag. Oh shit. Okay, that's cute. Okay. So something like that. So then really go here. Okay.
Something. But that's good because it includes me too. Must be Lucy. I'm sorry, all right?
Move it, Ben! Let's get on the road already!
Action.
You better hope it all stays.
It will.
I'm not going to the audition. You can drop me off in Arizona. Fine. Drop me.
Yeah. Britney Spears. Yeah, isn't it? Britney. I like the Britney Lynn. It's a Britney.
All right, then I'll tell you what.
James.
Nancy, can you just sit up a little bit higher? AB, common mark. Ready?
Action.
Buddy and Mike. Mike, we're gonna lower this down.
It's very cold and it's very wet. But hopefully we got away with it.
I guess that's it.
I got it!
Okay, and another one, guys? Great, thank you very much.
Thank you.
B mark. Set.
Okay, ready and action.
Gooding. That was good.
I can't believe you had a lot of trouble to make this. It's so sweet. Thank you.
There's no trouble at all.
Action.
You know what's really nice in that last one?
You know, I don't even remember what we put in here.
Here, hold this flash.
Okay, come out a little bit. Okay, good. Just, I would say get back even a little further.
A little sooner? Oh,
Yeah.
further?
We're supposed to kiss?
No, we're not supposed to kiss at all.
Okay, we'll do another. You do kiss, but it doesn't have to be like a super romantic. Hey, Dina, can you please fix her blouse?
Oh, we're kissing, okay.
I believe it.
Such hard work being an actor.
Thinking of Justin. I'm thinking of Justin.
Hey, darling. Dr. Johnson called today. Good news.
Got me a job at the hospital?
All those discounts I gave him finally paid off. You start that the day after tomorrow.
Well, Mimi and me and Mimi, we have been talking.
Yes.
And we think
You should stay and go to the audition.
you have to be.
Kid not voted and you lost. You gotta go.
Right?
Ready to head home, honey? Ladies, let's roll.
So, stay with kids.
I'm trying to feel like I'm away, and I'm like, and I go there, but then sometimes I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna forget to ask.
Okay, close it.
And
And action.
Damn.
There's a mini bar. Oh my God, God, you can swim up in this bathtub. What are you I'm bad. I'm bad. We're down. All right.
Damn, is this living or whoa? Whoa. There's a mini bar.
Y'all, you can live in this bathtub.
Look, I'm not mad at you for what happened back there, okay? I'm not. I don't like having to do stuff like that. You understand? Alright,
Where are you going?
I'm just going out.
All right, who wants all my favorite punch?
Me, please.
Cutting.
Fix your towel with you while you're over in there. Yeah, there you go. Well, they can also maybe be there so that you can move around the stage a bit, and then and then towards the end, maybe you guys all take like a certain podium and kind of play around and stuff like that.
And we'll have to.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then while I'm shooting audience stuff, you guys can kind of work that out. There's like some fun little things to play with there, just so that you can get from one place to another, just in your strut, and
Right.
play to these people, to these,
Okay.
There's bars there, so you can kind of swing around a little bit.
And then Mimi's like, I
can't do it, I can't do it. I thought I could, but I can't.
Okay.
And you're saying that back there, and you're like, Lucy, you've got to do it. You've got a good voice. I know you can do it. You've got to do it. And then you can say like, yeah, Lucy, Lucy, go through it.
So should I come into the center with them immediately?
She's coming back there to say all that stuff back there with you.
Okay.
I'm having a really emotional day today because it's the last day, and it's just, you know, all these people are here with me, you know, and the crew has been so amazing, and they've been here for me from the beginning, and it's not even like work, you know. I love making the movie, but I've had more fun making my friends, you know, making friends with Zoe and Taryn and Anson. They've just been wonderful, and this movie has taught me so much just to, you know, live a little, you know, and don't be always on the go, and that's what life is about. And everything that I do, I try to make it a family, you know, like when I'm on tour and stuff, the dancers like my sisters and my friends and my best friends, and so, but it's, you know, a two-way thing. The more you get to know people, the harder it is, you know, because you gotta leave them, but I would rather be like that than, you know, be jaded and not warm up to people, you know. Well, I really did, you know, want to do a movie because I did, you know, just for the experience. Since I was a little girl, I wanted to, you know, I've made, you know, home videos with my friends and stuff like that, and I've always, you know, had that on my mind to do a movie, but just to try something different, to experience something different too, you know. And really, I heard that the pace was a lot slower, you know, so I definitely needed a change, you know. And you know, I've experienced it, I know what it's like, and I love it, but you know, I know that my home and my heart is my music always. You know, and being on tour and singing and dancing, that's what makes me the happiest. But it was definitely, I find this, you know, it's an experience that, you know, I think you should never put boundaries on yourself. You should always want to grow and be a stronger person. You know, I learned a lot during this. Basically, I wanted, you know, a teen movie where, like, all these three girls, they have this road trip together. Somehow get a ride there. I said I wanted a love interest to be in it, and I said I don't want it to be a simple teen movie. I want it to be issues that teenagers really deal with, that it would touch their hearts, you know what I mean? And the movie, it's a fun movie, you laugh and stuff, but there's also real issues that teenagers go through that are, you know, really sad, and it'll make them feel like, you know, they're not alone. You know, other girls out there, they go through that too. I have so much respect for her, and I admire her so much, you know. She is so, just like, believed in me since the start, and she's always been there for me, and like, all this chaos and confusion is always going around, but she's always on point. She knows what she's gonna do next. There's so many small things that, you know, details that they have to think about, these petty things that they have to be noticed, and you know, and that's a hard thing to do when 9 million people are asking her questions, from the crew to the wardrobe department to us, like everyone, and she's always on top of it and just very calm, you know. She has her stuff together. Bottom line, the moral of the song is that no matter what, I'm always going to be okay. I'm going to find it within myself, my inner strength, and I'll be okay. And that's the basic song, like saying it's okay, girls, to have, you know, your days where you just cry and nothing's going right, you don't feel good about yourself, because we all go through it. But bottom line, you know, keep your friends around you, and it's all okay, you know. So I love the song. And that's why, and that's another reason why I was so upset, because I can totally relate. At the end of the day, I had a good time, and I had fun doing it, and if they can leave the theater and be touched, you know, that's what, you know, I put my heart into it, and that's all I can do, and just do my best, and hopefully they'll see that, you know.
That was magical. I mean, we were rehearsing for 2 weeks before we went to Louisiana to shoot, and the moment, like, me and Britney just shook hands, I was like, we only shook hands on the first day, then the second day it was always like a hug and a kiss and everything. We just clicked, all three of us. She's very feminine. I mean, you can see me with my legs crossed, but I'm just really not, you know, very perky and Zoe and high, you know, and Kit is very, you know, Southern girl, very into her culture and just very delicate and fragile. Aside the fact that I'm like one of the most popular girls in the town, I'm also going out with the guy that's like, you know, he's from the richest family in the whole town, so we're supposed to be engaged, and he hasn't really been around for the past 6 months because he's out in college in California, and I just want to know what's wrong, so I just take the trip as an excuse to go see him, kind of like check up on him. We just made that tight connection, and it's like the fact that we're also like around the same age range, so we never run out of topics. Guys, basically, is like the #1 topic, and fashion.
I loved when we were in Louisiana. We had so much fun there. We had so much, like, okay, one, because it's the first time I've ever gone away and for work, so I was just very happy just to go do that, and two, I don't know, it was just like, it was like the beginning of something so exciting, you know? It just every day was just so fun. It's graduation, and the 3 girls that haven't been close, they haven't really even hung out all through high school because they've all gone their own separate ways, and made me smart enough to realize, like, this is the last chance to maybe get these girls together and go do something, you know? So, like, she's the one that gets these girls together to go unbury this box that they had planned to unbury when they were 8, you know, when they turned 18. So none of them care anymore, but I still care, you know? And that's probably just because I just want to, like, hang out with friends and rebond again. It was immediate. Just clicked, you know? All 3 of us were just like, I mean, you realize, I think we're all mature enough to know we're going to be together. You know, we're going to be hanging out every day for many, many days. So let's learn about each other, you know? Let's take the positive approach on this. And it wasn't hard. It wasn't like we were trying. It just happened. We just ended up talking all the time and hanging. And Anson, too, was awesome. We all just kind of fit right in. She actually, like, okay, during rehearsals, like, it was really cool because she had a very detailed vision of each character, you know, their background, everything, and together we talked, you know, what my vision was, what her vision was, and we came to, like, a happy ground where, you know, she agreed with my interpretation and I agreed with hers, you know? And we worked together. Plus, Tamara's, like, just really cool and young and fun, and, like, she's very easy to get along with. Like, we had a lot of fun with Tamara, too, because she's, like, just the coolest, you know?
I play Ben, who's a musician who's filling in for the band that plays at these girls' high school prom. And on the same night that they realize that they have to take care of different things for different reasons on the other side of the country, and they don't have a way of getting there, so they hitch a ride with me in my 1973 Buick Skylark. Everybody's dreams or their idea of what they think their lives should be falls apart, and I think that's kind of what the movie is about. It's about relinquishing your stranglehold on life so that you can actually live your life. Tamara just knows exactly what she wants, you know, and that creates such a safe, such a well-paced working environment. But she has this, you know, she has this beam of energy coming from her all the time, but she's not dependent upon that, and she's not ruled by that. She can be doing 14 things at once, and then she can turn around and listen to somebody tell a joke and laugh and then go back to doing what she was doing. The camera will be rolling. The second camera guy will be slapping the chalk, right? And Tamara will be saying action as the girls are screaming and giggling and making jokes. I'll be like, guys, come on, let's go. I'm always the good student. It's like, yes, ma'am, I'll take care of them. But yeah, it's just non-stop fun, raucous laughter with those guys.
Well, let me say that there was a very positive reaction in the house when I told them that I was considering this part. And needless to say, you know, they're great fans, but also my wife and I are great fans. I mean, you know, we're fans of talent and ability and vibrancy. And, you know, Britney's like kind of a quark. You know, she's that vibrating string of energy, and she's plugged into somewhere in the universe and is harnessing some great force. You know, immensely talented vocalist, dancer, songwriter. She's paid her dues. She worked hard for this, and she is poised to build an empire. And it's great to, I put it, you know, form an alliance between our two camps. The role was one that I knew I could relate to, having 3 daughters myself, even though one's not quite quite at the point where she's going to run away in a car and go cross country. That's 3 or 4 years away for her. She has it. I mean, I saw that the first day I went to work with her. Yeah, you know, she's not acting, she's believing, so that's the key to it.
I was brought the project by Ann Carley, the producer, who's a very good friend of mine, and I knew that she was looking at it as kind of like a vehicle project for Britney, and you know, and that was interesting to me because I love, you know, I've done music videos for years, and you know, I've worked with doing a lot of stuff that has to do with like the pop world and the icon world of, you know, working with teenagers and stuff. And so that part I liked a lot, I thought was interesting. But what I really liked is when I read the script, I really felt that it was a story about girls and about friendship and about how important it is for girls to stay together and be friends. And so no matter what tough stuff you go through, that if you can go through it with your friends, it sometimes makes it a little easier. And I thought it was a real positive message to give to young women. We searched high and low, and it was very important, even with the limited time that we had with Britney in the beginning, in the casting period. It was, we made sure that she was with the girls, that she, you know, we did screen tests with the actresses that we decided upon, and it was very, oh my God, it was so, you know, it was like putting together a band where each person really had to mix, and, you know, casting Anson was really also a huge chemistry thing.
I think that she's more than a singer. I think she's got that ability to be an actress, and not only a really good actress, but somebody that the public will fall in love with. The first meeting that Shonda and I had with Britt, she very specifically said, I don't want a movie that talks down to my peers, and I don't want a movie that that tries to, and I don't want to try to make a movie that tries to teach a lesson. But I also want a movie that means something. I want a movie that that talks about real problems and things that happen in our lives as teenagers and young women.